on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Mr. E, and I'm so excited. This is the launch night for the One Big Party Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube Live, listen, man, go and hit that red subscribe button. Tell your mama, your uncle, your auntie, your everybody to go ahead and subscribe and watch the One Big Party Show. Listen, it's going to be every Monday night right here on YouTube Live. You can also check it out on djmremusic.com, but primarily right here on YouTube Live. Listen, this is not just your typical streaming from a laptop. As you can notice, the laptop ain't nowhere around here. But what we're going to be doing with this live show, we're going to be doing live interviews. We're going to be doing music video reviews. We're going to have live DJs. Different people are going to be coming in and sitting in with us talking about the Christian entertainment world and Christian party scene, the whole 9 yards. So listen, don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We're going to come right back right now. I got a recap video I want to show you guys because the One Big Party Tour One Big Party Show stems from a tour that me and my boy Sean Oliveira just came off of this past summer. And we definitely want to give you guys the highlights, the 411, the scoops of how the tour went down. So don't go nowhere. Make sure you go down in the comment section below and type in what city and state you are watching from. Let us know. We want to give you a shout out. Check this video out. Be right back with you. Don't go nowhere. Party is for real, man. Listen, I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in to the One Big Party Show. Yo, I hear fireworks outside the studio, man. They still rocking the New Year's. Listen, if you haven't heard it as yet, let me wish you a happy, blessed, and prosperous New Year. This year is a new year, it's a new season. There's a lot of great things that's going to be happening this year. Last year, 2017, has been up and down for a lot of us. I know it has been for me, but God has brought me through, and I'm here tonight to say, you know what? This is a new season. It's a new era. It's a new page in your life, and God has a great plan for you. So, hence this show right here. We are launching out on a web series, The One Big Party Show. So let me tell you a little bit more about The One Big Party Show. The One Big Party Show is it stems, as I said, from a tour that me and Sean Oliveira we did this past summer. The heart behind it is we haven't found a lot of outlets for the style and the things that we do as it relates to the music, the entertainment, Christian entertainment. So you know what? God placed it on my heart to go ahead and launch out and do this. I'm in the mindset right now of instead of chasing after things that may or may not work for you, why not just go ahead and do it yourself? God has given each one of us the gifts, the talents, the abilities to be able to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and utilize the tools and the resources that he has given me to be able to make this happen, you know? So the One Big Party Tour, we went across America this entire summer, promoting unity within churches, just by providing a safe, clean, and fun party for youth and young adults to come out and let your hair down and do your little dances and all that good stuff, as a better alternative as going out into the world. And as I said, promoting unity, getting churches from different denominations, color of skin, and economical backgrounds to work together to make this happen. I'm from the philosophy of if one hand washes the other, both of them work together to wash the face. Why not do that? It's called unity. So, with all that said, we're launching out on this journey, and every Monday night at 8 p.m. right here on YouTube Live, DJ Mr. E Music, we're going to be doing great interviews with local, national, international artists. We'll have live DJs rocking in the background with us. Listen, I'm going to be rocking also, just not tonight, but I'm going to be rocking on the ones and twos also with you guys. And we got a great show lineup for you here tonight. I'm going to introduce you guys in just a moment my part-time co-host. Now, I say part-time because he's part-time going to be here, part-time he ain't going to be here. So, he's my part-time co-host. You might have seen him around the block. He's the white boy with the swag. Everybody call him Mr. Goofball. But that goofball story comes from somewhere, and I want you guys to see where it comes from. He got a music video out. He got a song out called I'm a Goofball, and as soon as the video is done, I'm going to bring my boy up. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk. He's over there in the back, Instagram, and I don't even know what he's doing. I think he might be on MySpace. I don't know. But check this video out. This is my boy, Sean Oliveira, Goofball. Check it out.
I'm a goofball, I'm a goofball. If you didn't know, then I'm really about to school y'all. Yelling from the roof so that you can see the proof tall. Hollering at the moon, this is something like a wolf call. Yeah, I gotta praise them in La Noche. Bring it to the hood where I'm surrounded by them OYAs. And they approach me, thinking they can coach me. When they speaking foreign, I'm ignoring like no say. Hey, I even praise them in the broad day. Repping on the stage and I ain't care if they applaud me. Center of my love and I ain't caring what abroad say. Cause when I hit the gates, it only matters what the Lord say. And when I'm staring at them face to face, through the gates, cause I've chosen to embrace his grace, I would probably say, yo, God, you wanna play? But it's okay, cause he made me this way. Hey, I'm a goofball, 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 I'm a goofball. Haters always hating cause they thinking they can rattle me. Stepping to me daily cause they thinking they can battle me. The war is done, but for fun, if you wanna handle this, meet me in Miami, boy, we'll take it up in Catalyst. But you better bring your notebook, blues clues. You don't really wanna freestyle, do you? And if you choose to, you can bring the crew too. I'll take them on and when it's done, I'll put it up on YouTube. Now you're flossing with them new things. I would rather have one direction than two chains. I see you looking at my Kool-Aids. And shout out to the boom, snap, clap for the new shades. And when it's done, I get my victory dinner. I'm on a budget, but I eat like a winner. So I head on up to Taco Bell where they already know me. Deal 4, 5 layer raspberry iced tea. I'm a goofball, 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 I'm a goofball. All right. See, this is the part of the song when I get everybody involved. Follow me. Yeah. Boom, snap, clap, ba-boom, snap, clap. 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 Now do the Carlton, do the Carlton, do the Carlton, do the Carlton, yeah, do the Carlton, do the Carlton, do the Carlton, do the Carlton. Now do the Bernie Mac, do the Bernie Mac, do the Bernie Mac, do the Bernie Mac, yeah, do the Bernie Mac, do the Bernie Mac, do the Bernie Mac, do the Bernie Mac, yeah. I'm a goofball, 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 I'm a goofball.
What's going on, everybody? We are back again. Mr. Goofball himself is in the house. What's up, boy?
What's up?
Hey, you gotta talk loud, bro.
Oh, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? For those who don't know, my name is Sean Oliver, just your friendly neighborhood white boy. Glad to be in the building, man. What's up, E?
Bro, man, we made it, bro.
We do.
We made
That's
it.
it. We on YouTube. We famous.
We made it to 2018. That's what it is. That's what it is.
oh, you mean made it to the new year?
We made it to the new
okay.
year.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, dude, let me ask you something, bro.
Yes.
For people who don't know Sean Oliveira, like, tell us, who are you?
Okay.
I mean, I know who you are.
Yeah.
But for those who don't know you, like, who are you?
Okay. I am honestly just a guy searching after God's own heart, man. At this point in my life, I've been growing a lot, but more in depth. So it's not really a superficial love that I have anymore. Anyways, I ain't gonna get too deep, but I love the Lord and I love music. Those are like my two main passions. So I've been really getting into the Word and discovering new and different ways to manipulate music and really infiltrate the genre. So that's what I'm trying to do, man. That's basically my two passions.
You can tell you a rapper, bro. You holding the mic with
I always got to do this because listen. Whenever rappers normally rap, they be getting on the mic like this, and it sounds horrible. So I make sure this is like the clean distance so that it sounds good.
It just sounds like you look like you clean your teeth or something.
No, no, because my dad's a sound engineer.
Yeah.
My dad's a sound engineer, so whenever you try to like cup the mic, you see my hand is down here.
Yeah.
But then it's like this, so it sounds good. So
Mic cupping 101.
Listen. If you're a rapper and you do this,
you ain't a real rapper.
You ain't a real rapper, bro. You
a make noise rapper. I'm just saying. Anyway, so dude, we just watched this video, Goofball. Like I already know the story behind it. But for those who are watching, be like, well, I thought this guy was a Christian. Like, what is this goofball situation about? Explain to them what's the goofball about.
Well, it's definitely a conversation starter. It really is, because as soon as they hear me on stage, they're like, yo, you're a goofball, really? Like, so you don't take God seriously? I'm like, listen to the lyrics. Like, because all they hear is I'm a goofball, so they don't listen to, like, the verses or anything like that. So, man, it's really ultimately about transparency. That's what it is.
Okay.
I am a goofy individual. Anybody who ever knows me knows I'm a goofy individual, and I'm just a goofy Christian. That's really what it is. So I'm just being very transparent, and then once you hear the song, you understand like the song has like wordplay in it.
Yeah.
The song is actually like the flow is decent and everything. So I'm not just goofy. And then once you hear more, see, this is the other thing. Why do people judge rappers or musicians or artists by one piece of work or one artistry? It's like if I make a goofball song, then all of a sudden I'm just a goofball, and that's it. Like Sean the Goofball. It's like, why? That's just one song. So why don't you judge me by my body of work? Or why don't you actually have a conversation with me one time? Anyway, so
let's go by judging you by the body of work. Get the album.
Thank you. Praise
Buy
Jesus.
the album.
Praise Jesus. So yes, man, that's basically it, man. It's just one song, and it was just a happy song that I wanted to do and express the type of person I am, because I have obviously I'm a well-rounded person, but I would have to say my dominant trait is goofiness.
Yeah.
It really is. That's what comes out. Like, it's my knee-jerk reaction. So.
Oh, trust me, I spent the whole summer with him, so I know his goofiness almost got us kicked off of the flight. I'm just saying, we subject for another conversation, okay? But listen, so let me ask you this. So speaking of goofiness, and you just explained that you could create a song that just talks about who you are, because you're a goofy person.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Christian industry is lacking stuff like that? Do you think that artists should write more about their personalities as opposed to their past experiences? What do you think?
I can be honest.
Of course you can. Just don't cuss.
Okay.
This ain't
No.
Hialeah. This is not Hialeah, okay?
That won't happen. And not even in Hialeah. Praise him. But in honesty, I would, and I'm trying to say this with as much love in my heart, but I really want to see more transparency, especially in the Christian industry, because I feel, and I have to say it, there's ghostwriters in the Christian community and stuff like that. So I would just like to see more artists be artists instead of just the face.
Okay.
Because I don't understand how somebody can have a wardrobe assistant, they have a manager, they have a wardrobe, they have all these things, and basically they're just the face. That's all they're doing. They're not writing their lyrics, they're not producing their beats, they're not doing anything. So it's like, what are you but a mouthpiece? And so.
I think we're getting too deep into this. Hold on.
I'm sorry. You asked for
Turn the
realness.
AC on.
I told you I'm not just a goofball. Get real with me. Anyways, so that's really what I want, man. And especially in the Christian community, because we're supposed to stand out. We're supposed to be different.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear somebody else wrote your stuff and stuff like that. Now, listen, I understand when everybody gets in the studio and there's a creative
writing
process
sessions,
going on. Exactly. And that's cool. You know, hey, maybe you could do this flow better here. Hey, maybe this word would sound better here. I totally feel that. But here's a verse, rap this. I can't see that. I can't see that. Like, that to me is completely fake. Or at least you better say it. You better say that, yo, this ain't my verse. And it better not be talking about a personal experience. If you rap about somebody else's personal experience, that's flawed to me. I can't see that at all.
So you don't believe in fake it till you make it?
Not at all. Oh my God, dude, I'm writing a song about that.
Okay.
I have a song about that. It's actually called Fake It Till You Make It.
We're going to get to your songs here real quick. We're going to get to your songs here real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to know something, though. Do you write your own songs?
Absolutely, 100%. Listen, and all these other rappers that like, I'm sorry, but I have to call it the mumble mouth generation or whatever it is. They be like, yo, and they tell me, they're like, oh, I write my own stuff. I'm like, dude, I believe it. Like, I believe you. I completely believe you. I feel you. I know you do. But yes, whether you like me or not, you are getting my content. This is exactly who I am. And again, like with the Goofball song, 100% transparency. I'm going to tell you my goods. I'm going to tell you my bads. But the thing is, Christ has to be at the center.
Yeah.
Like, and that has to be visible.
Yeah.
That's my issue. Like, a lot of these dudes, and I'm not going to say no names, but Christ, they say, is present, but it's not visible. So how do you know? How does the world know? You just sound like everybody else. So Christ has to be present and visible to me. I'm sorry.
Dude came here to preach tonight, bro.
That's my thing.
Hold on, I'm sorry. This is not a church.
I'm sorry.
I like it.
We're going to collect the plate.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. Yo, so let me ask you this, right? So in your years of doing this, how long have you been doing this, by the way?
Man, praise God, I've been doing this for about like 6 years now.
6 years.
Man. So yeah.
So wait. So do you think you see yourself as a pro or as a rookie getting out of the rookie stage into like mid stage going into pro? Where do you see yourself in that?
I was actually talking with my manager about this. Shout out to TMG Carol if you're watching.
Better be watching.
She better be watching for real. Fired? Not just saying. She told me, because it was like, this is actually last month in November was the first time I was on Spotify and Apple Music and all this stuff. This is the first time that my music is actually out there. So I was talking with her and I was like, I've been doing this. Like, I felt like a vet. I felt like I've been doing this for a while. And she says, no, you're brand new because you've only been legit on a national circuit for a month. So people can only know me on a wider scale. Now, Miami, I would have to say I'm well seasoned. I'm well seasoned in Miami. Culture, I'm well seasoned in Miami.
Baby. We hometown.
Absolutely. Miami all day.
Day one.
Praise God, there's not too many people or churches that, don't really know us or anything like that. So I would say we're both well seasoned in Miami. But on a national scale, I feel like I'm brand new. So, I really have to dominate those avenues right now with Rapzilla, Jam the Hype, and stuff like that, and really try to get them under my wing now, and collaborate with them to really infiltrate the market.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think it's very well needed. Even shows like this, like the One Big Party Show. Yeah. This is why we do what we do, because of artists like Sean Oliveira, other artists that they have a heart not just for ministry, but they have a heart to do art, man. Just to do art and do it great, do it well, and also represent Christ with their lifestyle. And there's not many outlets, so this is why we exist, to be able to do that.
And Miami is huge, and there's no outlets like this. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how can you tell a youth in your youth group, hey, I don't want you listening to any of that nasty music, but where do they turn to not find the nasty music if they don't have Sirius Radio in their car or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, guess what? You're going to start tune in to the One Big Party Show every Monday night. We're going to be dropping some of the fire, the best of the best. Listen, we got some great DJs lined up, including myself, to rock with you guys. This is just the opening now. We're kind of pouring our hearts out, letting you guys know what this is all about. Now, you did mention something earlier. You said that that you're looking to be able to collabo with some of these other, major platforms and so on. Speaking of the word collabo, have you collabo with like any other artists, whether it be local, national, international, to maybe do a song or maybe do a project or a tour or a concert? Like, tell us about it. Who have you worked with in the past?
The first project I actually put out was called Features. Like, that's what it's called because, and it was real strategic in the way I wanted to do it because I believe in unity. Yeah. I'm very strong in bringing that we're stronger together. Like you said, two hands wash the face. Like, we're better together. And, I mean, that's biblical too, but we won't go on it. So, so my first project is called Features, and it's literally nothing but tracks with featured artists. Okay. That's really all it is. Dope. And one of the leading songs on the project was a song I did with Loso. And I'm pretty sure you guys out there know him. Loso is like a battle rap legend. He's out there, and like I did.
When you talk about D-Loso?
D-Loso, not Fabuloso.
Not Fabuloso. But D-Loso.
I'm sorry, Los. But yeah.
Tampaloso.
Tampaloso all day. Like
Bullpen Loso.
Bullpen.
Wow.
Yes, he's amazing, man. That dude is on a whole nother level.
Oh yeah.
Like he literally is, and it's good to have him in the market that he's in.
Yeah.
Because he's bringing something new. Because he's not. Because we've had another guy, like we've had the Saga, we've had A-Ward, and we've had those in street hymns and stuff like that. But it's just Loso is different. He's unique, and I'm not even gonna like get into all that. But he's unique, he's refreshing, and he's well needed in the rap.
And he's well versed too.
Oh my God, he went to Bible college and everything. Like the dude he's intellectually smart. His pen game is ridiculous. So I was blessed to do a track with him, man. And me and him have been talking about it for a while. So we finally got it come through. And then my girl, like he was performing at a church down here at the Mix. Shout out to the Mix. Shout out to Steve. And it was crazy because my girl Amanda, like she was in the audience, and I was like, "Yo, what?"
Hold up.
Pause.
Hold up.
My home girl Amanda.
Okay.
Clarify.
We just wanted to clarify.
Oh my God.
Just wanted to clarify. No, because you know what I'm saying. Somebody might have been trying to declare out. They're like, "Ooh, that's mine. That's my."
No.
I'm just let's.
I am 100% single. I'm like 200% single. Anyway, so me and my homegirl Amanda, she was actually in the audience, and then me and her have been talking about doing a track for a minute too. Yeah. And I was like, "Yo, what are you doing tonight?" She's like, "Nothing." And I was like, "Yo, let's hit the studio. I'm going with Los, and like we're working on a track." And I didn't have a hook for the song. I had my verse. Yeah. He had his verse, but we didn't have a hook, so we was gonna brainstorm. On the ride to the studio, she already had the hook. Nice. She legit had the hook, so we went in there, we laid the track, and like we were there until the morning. Like, all right, it's a crazy story. Like we were there. It only took maybe an hour to record the track. Fastest song we almost ever recorded. But then we were in there and we were chopping it up with my boy Tony. Shout out to Tony Granson and Julian. Shout out to the real DJ Rev, Julian, and we were in there chopping it up for maybe like 4 or 5 hours. Wow. Like we stayed in there till the sun came up, and then I had to drop Los off at the airport right after that, and then he flew back to Tampa. So it was crazy, man. It was crazy, but I think the track came out fire, man. Yeah. Like I tried to keep up with him. He's a lyrical genius, so I tried my best. You can be. Oh, and we shot a music video for it.
Y'all got a music video.
So we got the music video for it, and it came out decent. Shout out to Tony again.
Look at the audience or look at the camera right here. Just introduce the video. Tell them what the video is about. Name of the song. Go right ahead.
So again, this is my track. My name is Sean Oliveira featuring Loso and A. Ruiz, and the song is called I Choose. Hope you guys enjoy it. God bless.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people out here, they be thinking they hot. Top shelf on me, they the cream of the crop. And everywhere they go, they got a team in the spot. Yeah, they grilling, never grinning. Yeah, they mean on the block. If you're looking at them wrong, go get them scheming the plot. And if you get too close, then they'll be cleaning your clock. Never feeling the love, so they feeling for props. Never reaching above, so they dreaming the guap. Yo, and all the women wanna be a queen on the yacht. Yeah, and all the fellas wanna be the king of the dot. Yeah, but when all you do is focus on the thing that you're not, then it's really hard to notice everything that you got. Now I never been a hater, but I seen it a lot. Like when you see a homie rolling in a clean drop top, then the fellas getting jealous, so they scream and they mock, and then bah, 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 another team got shot.
Not everything that glitters is gold. Can't let myself lose grip of my soul. Surrounded by the menace of this world, I choose salvation over gems and pearls. Not everything that glitters is gold. Can't let myself lose grip of my soul. Surrounded by the menace of this world, I choose salvation over gems and pearls.
Nah, shorty, she did it, yeah, she graduated. What, finally finished, yeah, she navigated. But, every loan, yeah, she gon' have to pay it. What, can't pay a bill with her, congratulations. So what's the thought process? She gon' work out best. Wasn't any job placing when she left out west. Now she stuck with a degree that really brought out stress. Cause it came with expectations that she saw outlast. You know that she gon' have to put in work. Got a cousin do with her, so she gon' call her with alert. Cousin told her she gon' help her, but she got to take her shirt off every single night for all these men. She gotta wait. I know you all in her and thinking, oh, this the way bills like an amputee. It cost the arm and a but trust, there's another way.
Not everything that glitters is gold. Can't let myself lose grip of my soul. Surrounded by the menace of this world, I choose salvation over gems and pearls. Not everything that glitters is gold. Can't let myself lose grip of my soul. Surrounded by the menace of this world, I choose salvation over gems and pearls. Of this world, over gems and pearls. His gold, all I saw. Of this world, over gems and pearls.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that video is fresh, bro.
I like it.
Dog, how do you feel standing on top of the trains, bro?
Yo, I was cool with it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so gonna put him out there. Yo, Loso was a little bit. He ain't feel right. I'm just saying he ain't feel right.
Wow.
He was a little bit like, he was just like, yo, we getting up on there for real. And I was like, yeah, dog. He's like all the way up there. I'm like, yeah, no, on the top. He's like, yeah, I'll meet you up there. Like, yeah, that's my dog though. Salute the Loso, man. Yes.
Yo,
I like
so,
the song.
so tell me about the song, bro. What does the song talk about?
So the song is, I mean, it's simple. It is us choosing. It's us choosing the ways of God over the ways of the world. That's basically, and we're choosing salvation over death. That's what it is. So we're, we talk about different scenarios. Like I talk about it from like a guy's perspective and stuff like that. Like what typical guys go through, and he brings it more from like a woman's perspective. So we sort of like make it into a story.
Okay.
That's what we kind of make it, and then Amanda just kills it on the hook, man.
Yeah.
So it was just a good song, man. Lyrically processed well, I think.
That's what's up. Who else have you worked with in the past, or who would you like to work with in the near or far future?
I'm really all about diversity, and I'm actually working with some of the artists that I've wanted to work with.
Okay.
So my plan for 2018 is to release a single every 2 months, but highlighting a different genre. Like I'm gonna drop a new project in 2018, but that's gonna be mostly hip hop. Mostly hip hop. But I want to do different genres. So there's this girl, man. Her name is TP9. And she's from Atlanta. Chick is amazing. Amazing lyrically. She can dance. Awesome. Me and her are doing like an R&B track type deal.
You gonna sing on it?
No. But it's a really good song. But no, I talk about taking it back to the old days. About whatever happened to the romance, whatever happened to the slow dance, what happened to that type of stuff? What happened to talking to girls nice? What happened to sweeping a girl off her feet instead of all this stuff we got nowadays? So it's a really cool track. I'm doing a reggae track like I was telling your wife about, that I'm working with this dude named Irel Wong. He's amazing.
Boom.
Amazing.
So is he from the Caribbean?
He is.
Okay.
He is. I'm not really sure where he's from, but the thing is, he's not hardcore like Bunchu Man and all that stuff like that. He's more like Sean Paul because he's very melodic and stuff like that. And then I'm working with what's his face, Marcus from
Marquise.
Queens Church. from Reverend Queen said
Yeah.
with that I'm lit stuff.
Yeah.
And me and him are doing a gospel track.
Okay.
And yo, the song is so hard, man. So,
Shout out to Reverend Queen, by the way.
Yes. Shout out to
Bernard in Maryland.
First Baptist, right?
Yes, First Baptist in
all them
Bernard.
out there.
Yeah.
So
Welcome to the U.
Hey.
We are running shame. Hey, back to you now.
Anyway, so and then the first track that is releasing of the singles is a track called You Reign, and it's a rock track.
I heard that.
So it's infused with sort of like a Linkin Park type deal, and Julian's singing on it. And then my boy from Nebraska that came down for the OBP tour, he's on it. Yeah, because we performed
J. Crumb.
that night. J. Crumb.
Yes.
So he
Shout
was
out to
there.
J. Crumb.
Yes, Nebraska, Omaha, and then so yeah, man. Again, as you can see, I'm all about like unity because I love good music.
Yes.
And in all honesty, I don't like just highlighting myself. I really don't. Like there's certain songs I'll do myself, but in general, I really like just like the diversity and bringing something new to the table. And then, bro, when artistic people get in a room and put all their minds together, there's beauty that comes out of that stuff, man. And especially when it's like to glorify Christ. Like I love praying before a studio session. Like I don't know why. Like that's like my favorite thing. It gets me amped up for.
You ain't the only one, bro. I do the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just and it's beautiful when it's Christ centered. It really is.
Yeah. That's what's up. Now let me ask you this. Let's segue into this whole concept of Christian partying, because there's this huge stigma out there that once you get saved, you can't party, you can't have fun. You know, if you move too fast, you're sinning. You know, like what do you think about that? Because I mean, we've toured this entire summer and we saw some of these kids get lit beyond your wildest dreams. Like these kids was like they just turn up in the building for Jesus, son. Like for real. You guys saw the video, the recap video. We might play it again in the end. But listen, how do you feel about like Christian party tracks when it comes down to like Christian entertainment, like a party track?
Okay.
I mean, Goofball falls within that category.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what do you think? Like, do you think that there is a lot of music like that out there, or we should make more music like that out there?
It's starting to evolve into that way. There's certain people. I'm just all right. There needs to be boundaries. I think there definitely needs to be boundaries when we are. Okay, it's a tough subject, man, because there's nothing wrong in my eyes or biblically that I've found that is wrong with getting hyped for Jesus.
Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with that. But especially with the content and how you do it, because all right, I'm gonna be straight up with like this mumble mouth generation and stuff like that, where you can't really understand the words. It's like you don't even know what you're really jamming to. You really don't know, and that's even on the secular end. Like I told this is how I told my friend. I was like, even if I wasn't a Christian, I would have a problem with the current state of rap music. And I love rap music, but I wouldn't jam to it even if I wasn't a Christian. It doesn't make sense. It's not. Anyway, so I believe there needs to be guidelines, and we don't need to cross those guidelines in order to be relative to the culture or anything like that. Like I'll get into it, like skinny jeans and stuff like that, like, you know, and kids sagging their pants and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to do it just because the world does it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things like, yo, let's be mindful of these things. Like, you know, haircuts and stuff like that. Like, why do we have to adapt?
Yeah. Why can't we be different?
Exactly. Like there's no excuse. And the thing is, you'll find out who a real artist is and how their creativity flows by what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if you see an artist that, and I've seen this before, I've seen an artist that'll be like very hardcore. Like he'll be one of those, give you a 16 to make you think and in depth. But then because the culture changed, he changed. So all of a sudden now he's doing turn-up tracks and he's trying to be, like he went from Lecrae to Social Club. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with Lecrae and there's nothing wrong with Social Club, but be you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't switch up because the culture switched up.
Nice.
So that's one of my things, man. So just be true to yourself and have guidelines. And man, can we make it more about Christ? Like, why can't? All right, I'll say it like this: why can't we make Christ fun? You know, and again, I'm gonna probably get some flack for that or whatever. Like, but I want to see more people happy about Jesus than happy about Lecrae. Now let me elaborate on that.
Please do.
When they go to a concert, I want them to not only go in with a Christ-centered heart, but leave with it too. And not just, and I'm sure this isn't Lecrae's heart at all. Like, I'm pretty sure, because I've seen his interviews. I don't know him personally, but like, from his interviews, he doesn't seem like a real conceited dude or anything like that. But I would love to see more Christ-centered things, so that it's like, all right, you get it, you know. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to get too into it because of whatever, but that's what I want to see. I want Christ to be fun instead of it just being fun.
Yep, I totally get what you're saying, bro. Now, you shared about your life, bro. You shared about, well, mainly about your career, and you shared about your collaborations and so on. And for those that may be watching and trying to figure out, well, okay, well, what exactly is this One Big Party about? Not just a show, but I also want to share with you guys, and you already know our heart behind what the One Big Party is about. And this is where we kind of like tone it down a little bit and bring in the seriousness of the gospel here. The One Big Party concept, it not just stems from us wanting to have a good time, but understanding why we're having a good time, why we're celebrating not just each other, but celebrating life in itself, celebrating Jesus for giving us that life. And it comes basically in three parts. Jesus painted it perfectly in Luke 15. In Luke 15, Jesus talks about three stories, three parables he talks about. Number one, and I'm going to give you my paraphrase, DJ Mr. E version to these. You can always look it up, go and read it. If you disagree with it, take it up with God. Don't leave me a comment. Just talk to God about it. He'll reveal it to you. But he shares three stories, you know. And he said the first one was a guy who had 100 sheep. He lost one of them. He left the 99 and went and looked for the one sheep. When he found the one sheep, he came back, called all his friends, called all his people, come together, let's celebrate because the one sheep that went astray, I found it, it was lost, now it's found. Let's have a party, let's have a good time and celebrate because that sheep was valuable to him. The second parable that he shared was a woman that had 10 coins. And he says that the woman lost one of the coins. But what she did, instead of crying over spilled milk, she lit a lamp, swept the entire house, looked for that coin up and down, north, south, east, west, all over the place. And when she finally found that one coin, she called all her woman friends, all her friends from the neighborhood, family members, like, hey guys, come on over. Let's celebrate because this coin was lost. It was dear to me. You may say, well, it's just a coin. Well, back then, that one coin might have been her rent. That one coin might have been something that's valuable to her. And she said, you know what? I found it. It was lost. Now it's here. Let's have a good time. Let's celebrate. And the last parable that Jesus shared, I think most people are familiar with it, is the parable of the prodigal son. And there's something interesting in there that kind of, it trips me out every time I think about it. Because it's just so amazing, showing how great God is and how he extends his hand, his gracious hand, saying, you know what, I'm here for you. But the parable of the prodigal son talks about a man who had two sons. And one of them wanted to just go and live his life however he felt like. So he told his dad, Pops, write me a check, give me my inheritance, I'm going to go live my life. Bada bing, bada bam, I'm out.
YOLO.
You know, YOLO. So he left. Dad was like, okay, sure. Here's the money. Here's your inheritance. Have a good time. Sayonara. See you soon. But he left and spent all his money in pleasure of life, sin, everything you could possibly think of. South Beach on steroids, put it that way. And when everything was done, the Bible says that there was a drought, there was a famine that came to the land, and everything basically got absorbed, everything got wasted, everything was gone, including his friends. Because all the friends that he had was based on just the gifts and the money and the fame and the popularity that he had. But when he had nothing, where was everybody else? He found himself in a pig pen. The Bible says that he saw the pig's food appealing. And that's when it finally clicked in. Hey, you know what? My pops has servants that eat way better. Servants that eats way better than this. You know what? The Bible said he came to his senses. He got up and he bounced. He's like, you know what? I'm going to ask my dad for a job for me to be a servant. You know, and this is the part that gets me. The Bible says that when he was still a while off, the father saw him. You know what that tells me, bro? That the dad was looking out for him to return. God is out there looking for you to return. For you to return. And what the dad did, the dad took off towards him, grabbed him, hugged him, kissed him. And Buddy was like, he's trying to apologize. He's like, look, Pops, I screwed up. I messed up. He's like, no, it's okay. Servants, come over here. Go put a ring on his finger. Not the Beyonce way, but put a ring on his finger, put a robe on him, put some shoes on him. Listen, my son was dead, and he's now alive. My son was lost, and he's now found. Yo, go kill the fattest calf. Let's make a feast. Let's have a party. Let's celebrate. So our question to not just you, but even to you, bro, when did you join the party? Because I think when we come to Christ, it's a celebration. The Bible says that when one soul comes to God, the angels in heaven rejoice. So why can't we start the party here? One big party. You know what I'm saying? When you get to heaven, I mean, we're going to be partying up there anyways in the presence of God. Holy, holy, holy every single day for the rest of our eternity. But I don't think there's going to be an end anyways. But when did you join the party? And that's the question we're going to be asking some of the artists and the DJs and the leaders, because it's not just artists and DJs we're going to have on here. We're going to be interviewing pastors. We're going to be interviewing leaders from the community. We're going to be interviewing maybe even dance group. We might have to expand the studio and get a dance crew up in here, Christian Jabberwocky or something, And we're going to ask them, some crumpers and all the crumpers. I haven't heard the word crump in ages. Like, God, But when did you join the party? I joined the party maybe like back in 2000, in the year 2000, in my senior year of high school.
2010.
2000.
Yeah.
2000. Yeah, my senior year of high school, and it's been a great situation for me. It has its ups and downs, but trust me, I've never looked back. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, And then wifey is like the
close second, brother.
Anyways,
it's like right there. It's like right
let's
there.
not get deviated.
Yo, no, and shout out to wifey for that verse for the Luke 15, because that was actually right, partially or maybe fully.
You go,
anyways.
boo-boo. You go. She behind the camera right now.
Yes.
She's the one managing all the transitionals and all that good stuff.
Yes.
So listen. So speaking of when did you join the party? Because we're going to talk about the tour. I'm not sure how we're running on time. We're good on time? All right. So this tour that we just did, we saw a lot of young people come to Christ. We saw a lot of young people and adults and young adults join the party. And it was an amazing experience. How like I know for both of us, it was somewhat of our first no, it wasn't our first, I would say. But it was like on a large scale, us going out there, stepping out by faith, and just going for what
just
God...
Us.
Just us.
Just
Not
us,
necessarily
yes.
us doing stuff with other people, but just us. Like, dude, what was your experience out there on the road, bro? Because the fun side of things, we had some great times.
Yes.
But like as it relates to the tour itself, bro, and what you've seen, what you've experienced compared to just here in Miami, what was your experience like?
Well, first thing, the kickoff was one of my favorites. The kickoff was amazing. Miami definitely showed love, like to me, a massive scale. And first thing, before I say this, I give all glory to God. Let me say that. Let me kickstart that before I even get into this. But I have not seen, and I've been to a lot of events, but I have not seen that many people at a Christian local event without being a headliner from out of state or anything like that. And I'm not even going to lie, even some of the groups with headliners that have come here, we kind of topped them too. So I was impressed by the amount of love that was given to us.
Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, listen, we love you.
Miami showed up.
We love you. You guys showed up and showed out.
Shout out to Youth for Christ. Shout out to Kicks. Shout out to all of you guys. Like, real talk, you guys showed up in buses. Jesus people, you know what I'm saying?
Living Water.
It was amazing. La Puerta. I like, real talk, I love you guys.
If we go down the list of all the churches that came out, we're going to go beyond our time. So thank you to all the churches that came out. I don't think we never got around to do like a formal thank you, man. So we're going to make this opportunity right now to thank you.
Yes.
Any youth leader, youth pastor that came out to the One Big Party tour in Miami. And we're going to get to the ones where we went to nationally and give you guys your shout outs and thank yous also. Yeah. But thank you so much.
Yes.
It was an amazing experience. We know that you were blessed. We were blessed. Mm-hmm. It was phenomenal.
And then the last thing I'm gonna say about the Miami stop, the crazy part was we did it on a Friday night, and me personally, I know at least 10 churches that wanted to go but couldn't because, they wanted to, keep to their, because they have their, traditional service and stuff like that. So there was even more that could have showed up, but because we did it on a Friday, so we're debating if it's going to be on a Saturday next time.
We're going to do it on the Tuesday. Church going up on a Tuesday. No, I'm just joking.
But anyways, it was just that the love was serious. And then now on a national scale, it was intense for me. This was my first national anything. I never get outside of Florida. Let me get that off the rip. I never get outside of Florida. So for me, just the experience of expanding my horizons on being a plane for that long, praise Jesus, we got to pray for American Airlines. And then, but just that the experience was amazing. Second thing, doing it for ministry was amazing. And then third, the response.
Hey.
Like me, I consider myself a nobody. I'm not known on a national scale. Like dudes in Cali don't know who I am. Dudes in New York don't know who I am. But when we hit the stage, there was love, bro.
Yeah.
There was love. Like these people really just engaged with us. And I'm going to say this because I got to say it. Miami is, and I'm going to say it in the most loving way possible.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if you don't want to do that, bro. Hold on. We just gave love to Miami. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not going to get mad.
Wait. Put it up on your personal page, bro.
No.
Don't ruin my show, bro. Please,
No. Okay. All right. Never mind. So, all right. So, it was just good. It was really good. All right, like I'll give you the New York experience. Like the New York experience, they're very boom bapish up there. Like they're very old school.
Most
like
places.
They want to hear, they want to hear bars and their stuff like that. And me, I can come with bars, but it's not really like my genre. That's not where I say I fit. So I'm sitting there performing. Was it Out of Control or Goofball? I think it was. No, it was Out of Control in New York. It was Out of Control. So I performed Out of Control, and they loved it.
Yeah.
They were sitting there turning up, and the thing is, it wasn't even like a concert space. It was in an auditorium. And things like that. So this was like an award show, and I perform a turn-up song, and they like it. Like, it was dope.
Yeah.
It was really dope. So for them to show that love and everybody sitting there, and then Track Stars was out there. Shout out to the Track Stars. They're like, yo, we need to get you in Atlanta. And then, so it was just the love was intense. I was very overwhelmed.
Oh, definitely, man. Especially some of these places that we went to, man. Listen, shout out. We're going to go down the list real quick, and then we're going to play this video, and we're going to go into some announcements. We got some great events coming up. We want you guys to stay connected with us. But listen, man, shout out. We started off in Vegas. Shout out to Sam Stewart.
Yes,
with
Club His Hop.
Club His Hop, man. Shout out. Thank you so much for having us. Then we went to L.A., the Urban Youth Workers Institute, Dr. Larry Acosta, D.A. Horton, everybody out there, Bobby Duran. Shout out to all these guys. Jam the Hype was out there too, man. They rocked out with us, and it was phenomenal, though. I'm talking like doing a conga line in the middle of the day. Yeah. It was nice. It was really nice. Good. Then we went from LA. We went to Glenarden with Reverend Queen. We did the U. Then we did Silver Springs at the Remix. Which, speaking of the Remix, we're gonna be in Maryland this weekend. I'm gonna give y'all details in just a moment. So we did the Remix with Reverend Russ. And then we came back and we did. Where did we go after that? Chicago. We went to Chicago with Reverend Green. We went up there and it was phenomenal with the AME Church.
Pastor Green.
Wow. No, Pastor Blunt.
Oh, Pastor Blunt.
Pastor Blunt.
Yes, he was Pastor Blunt. Let me say that.
You
right.
wrong, bro.
Pastor Blunt.
You wrong.
Yes.
Anyways, we did Chicago. We came back. We did Fort Lauderdale with Pastor Darren Bennett at Calvary Chapel.
Oh, shout out.
That was an awesome experience, bro. Awesome experience. Pastor Darren Bennett with Calvary Chapel, Fort Lauderdale. We did
New York.
Wait, hold on. Before we got to New York, that was Fort Lauderdale, Lake Placid with Tommy Carrington at the Urban Life Camp. Then we went from there to Washington, D.C. Yes, we did Washington, D.C. With Bread of Life from New York with the Ignite Conference. That's where we went. Thank you very much, Pastor Brown.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us. Also, we did Danville, Pennsylvania with Sister Enid. And all my New Yorkers.
And she was turning up, too.
She was, listen, let me tell you something. This lady, this Jamaican lady, She is probably in her young 60s, 70s, I want to say. And like I'm talking like we're turning up with these young people's.
And she was turning
That's why I
up.
say young 60s and yeah. Yo, she was like getting it in, especially when we dropped the Caribbean music. Though she's like, hey.
She grabbed one of the little towels and she was running
Waving
around
and
the room.
everything. Listen, shout out to Sister Enid and the whole New York crew. Then we went to after New York. No, after Pennsylvania was New York, right? Yeah, we went. We closed it off in New York. Went to New York, and then we did a small recap of the tour again. Then we went up to Pennsylvania with the U at the crossover retreat. Shout out to Reverend Queen. So listen, if you guys are wondering what this One Big Party tour is all about, the tour itself, as I said before, is a party for youth and young adults. Place for you to let down your hair, have fun, great performances, great music, the whole night, high energy, the whole 9 yards. We're going to show you a video right now. That way you can watch it. If you like it, youth pastor, youth leader, if you're watching, send us an email right now because we're in the process of booking dates for summer of 2018. So send us an email, obptour@gmail.com. That's obptour, Tour, @gmail.com. Watch this recap video. We showed it earlier. We're going to watch it again, and then we're going to close out the show. Sean Oliveira in the building. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Anyways, yo, we're back again. This is the One Big Party Show with yours truly, DJ Mr. E, and your friendly neighborhood white boy.
Oh, yeah, Sean Oliver.
Anyways, listen, man, we're almost at the end of our broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of this experience here with us. We got a couple of events that are coming up in the future, actually in the very near future. Now, check this out. Right here in hometown, Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, the first Fridays right here. First Friday hangouts in Plantation. Make sure you come out this Friday if you live in the Fort Lauderdale area. Come out to Praise Tabernacle International, 1050 Northwest 43rd Avenue in Plantation, Florida. Me and Sean are going to be in the building. This is a new ministry that is launching out, reaching the youth from that community, the Plantation, Sunrise, Fort Lauderdale area, high school, middle school students. It's a party. It's going to be great. A couple of artists are coming through to perform. And me and Sean will be in the building hosting and having a great time.
7:30.
7:30. And it's free admission, by the way.
Free.
Let me just double check on that home before I'm saying free. And then
I think it was.
Yeah, it says free food, games, and much more. Live DJ, live artists. So make sure you guys be there. Once again, it is 1050 Northwest 43rd Avenue in Plantation, Florida. If you live in Fort Lauderdale, it's right as soon as you come over that overpass on Sunrise Boulevard on over 441. Then the last thing, guys, two more things. We're going to be in Silver Springs, Maryland this Saturday, the day right after the first Friday hangouts. We're going to be at the Remix with Reverend Russ. We're going to be in the building. And as I said before, I'm giving away a crispy $100 bill to the best dancer. Now, Sean, we're not looking for the ones that be like, We're not looking for those dancers, guys. Make sure you come out and do some breaking, some pop locking, and all that good stuff. A $100 bill for the best dancer. And lastly, talk to them about your birthday party, bro.
Yo, real quick, January 13th, guys. Mark your calendar. Extreme Action Park at 5 o'clock, okay? From 5 to 9, we're going to have a 4-hour set. Your boy's going to be DJing. I got DJ Obadiah coming through and DJ Rev, all right? So, going to be a crazy thing celebrating my birthday, January 13th, Extreme Action Park.
Definitely, man. Listen, stay connected with us on our website, djmremusic.com. This is the end of the broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share the page. The video will be available on our YouTube page. So just go ahead. See you guys later. God bless. Never let the devil test. Peace.